If you can't kill a boss, no reason why you can't look like one. Moogle putting the wow in transmogs.
Okay, you gotta be part of the Night Fae in order to get most of the pieces here, but that's not a far stretch to hook yourself up with the Night Fae. Convoke is probably one of the most OP and beloved spells in the game right now, so yeah, not difficult to conceive that a druid would be Night Fae. As you can see, Night Fae campaign on the tunic, Night Fae campaign on the cloak, Night Fae campaign on the legs. The belt, though, as well as the shoulders, are Dragon Soul LFR, so you got to make your way through Dragon Soul to pick those up. The legs, once we said before, Oakheart Bridges, Ardenweald is the place, that's the land of the Night Fae. The whole campaign, go through it, you get those cool looking legs. The feet here, you got to go to Wintergrasp and get it from the Wintergrasp Quartermaster. Now, if you queue as an epic random battleground, you can very simply buy them once you're there, as long as you're on defense. Otherwise, if you're on offense, you're gonna have to wait. Still haven't taken that last S off the hands, but it's irrelevant because those aren't hands, those are bracers. Oakheart bracers, Oakheart capes. So the bracers, the chest, the legs, and the cloak are all from the Night Fae campaign. The helm is straight out of Ulduar, making good use out of that in this video. I think it's in one other mog. And the weapon is from Dragon Soul LFR, the boss who can't sleep. So the shoulders, yes, we get some great use out of the Fellflame Infernal shoulder pads. It's a mug tier, but other leather wearers can mog it, or at least this particular one, and I really love it. You can buy it on the auction house. I love those balls on the shoulder. The chest piece here, you buy it from Verdant Wild Savage for 120 Seafarer doubloons, which you get from Isle Expeditions, or you can get it on the auction house, or it also drops from a raid. Very similar version of it drops in a raid from Mop. I went with the other version because you could buy it on the auction house, and you could get it from Isle Expeditions. Once you get the currency, you could buy it. The back, I do believe here, H isn't for home or heroic, it is for horde, so that's a horde only back piece. But you could go with anything brown, essentially. The feet are Stone Talon Mountains. Once again, this is a horde only piece as well. Cromgar, Quartermaster, but look at how little you see of the boots. So you could go with any kind of brown boots or brownish green boots. Done. It's that easy. Oakheart Arm Guards, you got to be basically part of the Night Fae in order to get those hands, but the hands are covered up, so you could go with any hands that you want. I just went with what I thought looked best. The head is out of Ulduar, which looks pretty epic here, and the staff, I just went for something a little bit simpler, but it works. Out of Uldir, 10% on the drop rate for the staff. Drops from Fetid Devourers in Uldir. There are those out there who do believe that blue just doesn't work for druids, but I got news for you. Those shoulders and that headpiece are druid tier. So are the boots and even the belt in some respects, so keep that in mind. The chest piece is the chest piece of Suspicion. Next, Ramus, 25 man. Instructor Resuvius is the boss. 22% on the drop rate for that kind of cool looking chest. Next up, the belt, Ship Swallower's belt. Getting some good use out of this particular piece. The Eternal Palace, Blackwater Behemoths drop it at about a 5% drop rate. You can double that. Now, all those drop rates that you see on Wowhead are based on the current tier, but Blizzard ups it a little bit when you go in there solo, anywhere from 5 to 10%. So just so you know that, they've said that on many occasions when you go back and try to find old mod stuff. So if you see something has a 5% drop rate, chances are it's really got about a 10 or 15% drop rate. Anyway, the hands are the Eye of Ashara. That is the place, and it's the Bitterbrine Scavenger, 14% on the drop rate for that. Next up is the High Tinker's Cape, which is from the High Tinker himself, Mr. Mechatork. Always reminds me of Bill Gates for some reason or another. Wild Gladiator's Helm, WoD PvP vendor. If you hoard, you're going to have to go warmongering. And the weapon is straight out of Dragon Soul, LFR version. Pretty excellent drop rate there. If it's green, you roll the dice, you're probably going to land on Druid. Druid green works well. Cenarian, Spalders, Molten Core is the place. Baron Geddon is the boss. 34% on the drop rate for that vanilla tier shoulder piece. The chest is the chest guard of Frigid Noose. This is Icecrown Citadel, 25-man Lady Death Whisper. 18% on the drop rate for that rogue recolor from Wrath of the Lich King. The belt, the Nighthold Heroic, Gul'dan. High Shadow Counselor's Wrap is the name. It's kind of like a recolor from the Demon Hunter set from Legion. The legs are part of the same tier set as the chest, which is the plague-soaked leather leggings. Icecrown Citadel, 25-man Fester Gut, 18% drop rate. Got a Lady Night Elf showing the Oppressor's Merciless Treads. Hellfire Citadel Heroic till Tyrant Valhari. I was going to say Telhari Tyrant or Virant or Tyrant Valhari. The wrists are basically Alliance only, Blood Missile, but you can go with any kind of green wrists. These worked at the best, but there's all the kind of green wrists you could go with. You could also go with the gloves that you get from the Icecrown Citadel, same place you get the chest and the legs. The helm is the Helm of Imagined Horrors. This is Hellfire Citadel Heroic. Shadowlord Iskar is the boss, 15% on the drop rate for that piece. And the weapon, Bite of the Bleeding Hollow, Mythic Hellfire Citadel, that is. On the shoulders, keep in mind here that I have it kind of down as regular version, but I don't believe it is. I think it's the LFR version. For those shoulders, Wicked Flankers Gorgets. Now Gorgets are also a new name for shoulders. Fair drop rate, typical raid drop rate. Scarge Ragefang chest piece, that's the Emerald Nightmare. You're looking at Ursak is the boss. That's regular version, 15% on the drop rate for that recolor of Monks from the Monks tier set. Dread Gladiator's Leather Belt. This is the kind of thing, you either have it now or you don't. Eventually you will probably be able to buy it from Marks of Honor, so keep that in mind. That's why it's in there. Nod Nightfallen Breeches. These are Emerald Nightmare recolors from the Monk set. As you can see, the boss, pretty good drop rate for that. Keep in mind, that's the regular version. The feet are the Enchanted Toe Tappers, Castle Nathria LFR, Council of Blood, kind of a fair drop rate. Get those pretty cool looking boots. The hands also Castle Nathria LFR. So we're pulling the shoulders, the hands, and the boots from Castle Nathria LFR. The back, regrown Osteo Wings Maldraxxus. That is from the Necrolord campaign, so you're gonna have to be a Necrolord Druid to get that. Army of the Light Tabard, that's gold and rep to get that tabard. And the headpiece is Tumasar Garrus, Kil'jaeden is the boss. The last piece is the weapon. It's a staff. It is from Blackrock Foundry, and good old Gruul drops the staff. A bit of a mix between Wrath of the Lich King and Battle for Azeroth. The shoulders, Ulduar, Flame Leviathan drops the shoulder pads of Dormant Energies. One of the cooler looking xmogs for druids. The chest, Blackwater Shimmer Scale Vest. Keep in mind, this is mythic version of the Eternal Palace to pick up the chest piece. The belt is also from the Eternal Palace mythic, Ship Swallower's Belt. Imagine how big that mouth must be to swallow a ship. Drops from the same place or the same boss or the same source as the chest piece. The legs, the Eternal Palace mythic, Oreo Cookie, or Ogozoa. I don't know, it sounds like a cousin of Godzilla to me, but anyway. The feet, Ancient Tempest Striders, which are mythic, Eternal Palace, Radiance of a Shower. That's about a 5% drop rate on those boots, which are basically go with any kind of golden boots if you want. Love that look on that cloak for this. The wrists are the Burning Throne, which is of course from Legion, so keep in mind those gold wrists. The back piece, which I absolutely adore, Mantle of Patience. This is a quest reward from Mount Hyjal. I think it's one of the first patches from Cata where you do that quest. If you did the quest, you already have that piece that you could mog, because once you do a quest, you get the moggability of all the pieces. And the weapon, just for continuity's sake, is a quest reward for the Alliance. My name is Luxeley, and I want to thank everybody for stopping by. If you're going to like one video per day, please consider giving my next video that you watch a like. It helps out the channel, and it's a lot cheaper than Patreon. Have yourself an absolutely epic day.